Burnley were built by Sean Dyche to defend deep, go long and survive on pure Brexit football. So today I'm tearing that apart and rebuild them around Pep Guardiola's position-based philosophy. And by the end of the season, we'll see if Burnley can truly rewrite their history. You probably would have thought we would go with a normal 4-3-3 or 4-2-3-1, but actually we're going with something different. Because we're using a 4-3-2-1. We're having a backline combined with a ball-playing goalkeeper and two ball-playing centre-backs. We have a wingbacks to go up and fulfill those winger roles, which you don't have. We have a deep line playmaker kind of connecting the play in our backline. Then we have two central midfielders, one being just a normal central midfielder, then a midfield playmaker. Then we have an attack combined with two attacking midfielders, hopefully can provide those goals and extra support to our striker, which is on the center forward. And out of possession is normal with what I'm usually going with, but I have my two attacking midfielders being on splitting outlet attacking midfielders so they can go out and stay wide when we're out of possession and defend the opponent's left back and right back. And of course want to keep the ball more shorter so we get more possession and want to keep the tempo on low. Whenever our players staying narrow and we just want to have our players to holding their shape. When we're building up, we are playing through press, and when we want to have our goal kicks being short, I want to have our goalkeeper distribution to be to our center backs. When we're in progression, we just want to have our players to pass to feet, and when we are in the final third, we just want to have our players to work the ball into the box and hit them low crosses. When we're out of possession, we want to press our opponents as much as we can. Want to have the high press, have a much higher defensive line and step up more and press much more often. And we also have our mentality just to be positive. But yeah, since we're Burnley, pretty much all of the players we have is built around counter-attacking football and not position-based high-intensity football. So it's gonna be pretty fun to see if this team can actually keep up with this tactic. So for that reason, we actually need some players we can sign, or else we're probably gonna get relegated. And that's why I have added £30 million right into our transfer budget. But with the money that's been added into our transfer budget, we can only make 3 signings. So we need to be careful on what we actually use the money on. And the 3 players I've decided to splash the money on is Serbian goalkeeper Predrag Rakovic from Al Ittihad in Saudi Arabia, Spanish midfielder Alvaro Fidalgo from CF America, and the last one is the FIFA legend Claude Maurice from FC Augsburg in the Bundesliga. With the 3 additional signings, this is what our team is looking like right now. In goal, we have Rakovic followed up with a 2-pair of centre-back duo being Maxim Esteve and Tuan Sebe. On the wing-backs, we have Hartman and Kyle Walker. In DM, we have Florentino Lewis, a central midfield partnership being Fidalgo and Ramsey, 2 attacking midfielders being Marcus Edwards and Claude Maurice, and up front we have the big man Armando Broja, hopefully banging some goals for us this season. With the team we built over this summer, I expect us not to finish last in the Prem as we are expected in the season preview, so hopefully we can finish around mid-table, even European places. That would be absolutely amazing, but I don't want to see no relegation battle. At the opening day of the Premier League, we headed to London as we took on Spurs, but then yeah, it ended in a completely humiliation with us getting beaten 3-0. But in the next game, we actually won 4-0 against Sunderland with Claude Maurice getting a double over the Black Cats. So it was actually nice to see us actually win a game in the Prem this early on. And that would also be the only win we'll get in the next 6 games. I mean, just take a look at the fixtures we have in the next 6 games. United, Liverpool, Forest, Newcastle City, Aston Villa. There's going to be no way we're going to win those games. But since we already beat a newly promoted team as ourselves, why couldn't we beat Leeds also? So we did that in style by winning 3-2 at home with Mike Tressa coming on as a super sub, scoring in the 83rd minute. And from that point on, we actually picked up a really good form in the Prem. And certainly Armando Broja, who looked really good. Already having 13 goals so far this season, even scored a double over Crystal Palace in December. And the whole December month, we really look good. I mean, we got 8 points out of 6 games. And Armando Broja was really having time of his life, where he was a really crucial player for us. And at the moment in Prem, we're actually sitting in 15th place with 21 points after 19 games. So we have a really decent start to the season, and hopefully our players can help us complete this relegation scrap and hopefully can push for mid-table, even European places. But there's a player in our team that isn't really performing that well compared to our other 2 attacking players, which is Marcus Edwards. 3 goals and 4 assists in 19 Prem games. That's not good enough. Hopefully he can help us in the second half of the season. In the first game of the new year we took on Manchester United, but somehow we ended up playing like prime Barcelona and winning 4-0. Armando Broja even managed to score 3 goals, making it a hat-trick against the Red Devils. From that point on, we kept on winning like games were nothing to us. We scored a goal from left, right and center no matter who the player was. And somehow in no matter of time, we completely transformed the season expectations. And I mean, like, it's crazy to say that I'm competing for European places with Burnley in my first season. First season, by the way. Crazy. We played against the West Ham at home, with someone was title contender for this season, and we even beat them 1-0. And we also picked up some really crucial points against teams who are also competing for those European places in the Prem. So it's really nice to see how good we actually are in the second half of the season. But let's just keep on pushing from this point on. Quick break. If you love Football Manager, you need to listen up. I've been playing Footium recently, where you can actually own a football club. You build the squad, set the tactics, manage training, open packs, and play one real match every single day. Every decision matters: promotion, relegations, rivalries, everything a real Football Manager dreams of. And the best part of it, you can now play a full season for free. No pressure, no commitment, no catch. Do you think you really got what it takes to beat me? If so, click the link in my bio, jump in today and see how far you really can take your club. The FA Cup is right around the corner, with the third round taking place, where we hosted Cheltenham, and of course we defeated them 4-0, completely humiliate them. And in the next round of the fourth round, we had the West Ham, the team we've just beat it, and of course we won 3-1, sending us into a 5th round against Norwich, and we also won that game. But in the quarterfinal, we drew against Liverpool, and yeah, we lost. But we did actually put up a really good fight. We made it 1-1 in the 80th minute with Armando Broja, but in the penalties, yeah, we completely messed up, with Alvaro Fidalgo missing the last pin, and Liverpool were progressing to the semi-final. But just because we're out of the FA Cup doesn't mean our Prem run has to come to an end also, because in the Prem we are hosting Manchester City, and somehow we ended up beating them 1-0, guys. And we have now beaten Pep Guardiola. Imagine using Pep tactics and actually winning against him with a team that's way worse than his. I'm a better manager than Pep at this point. Just give me the Premier League title at this point. Armando Broja and Claude Maurice has to be the Premier League's best duo so far. I mean, they completely transformed how this team has been playing the second half of the season, and if it really wasn't for them, we wouldn't be this good. And in the final game of the season, where we were pushing for the European places, we actually got a goal from Marcus Edwards, who finally scored for us. It was such a blessing. But now that we are at the end of the season, why wouldn't we just see how we actually did in the Prem? And in the Premier League, we finished in 9th place, my people. Pretty amazing achievement, I can't lie. 58 points. Just realized we were only 5 points away from getting a Champions League place, since the Premier League got that extra spot in the Champions League for next season. And I must certainly say that I think we've fully completed this Pep Guardiola philosophy. We're having 61% average possession with Burnley, guys, and we're even the best team in the league, along Manchester United, for passing completion in every single game. Absolutely insane. And Armando Broja was even the runner-up for the Premier League Golden Boot, just alongside Erling Haaland. I mean, oh my days, guys. And I think this stat right here just shows how much Armando Broja really have overperformed in this season with this tactic. I mean, wow. If you want to take over from the exact point I am right now in the Burnley career, then you're gonna go onto my Patreon and become a member, and then you can also get a tactic that helped me finish 9th, just 5 points away from Champions League in my first season with Burnley. But yeah, I hope you guys liked this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.